very first move as the executive was to sign Lamar Odom, who was on crack.
Hey, good morning, Texans fans, Rockets fans, and fans across the nation. The Texans are about to have a press conference introducing Caserio. There's a lot of bad media going around the nation right now. That this organization hasn't been ran right. They lied to Deshaun Watson, saying that he'll have an input on the next GM and coach. They didn't even consider doing that. They lied to Deshaun Watson. Right away, they're not a man of their word. That says a lot about them. And, now I consider them the worst franchise in the NFL, ran by the worst owner in the NFL, McNair. Deshaun Watson wanted Eric Bieniemy. They didn't even put a request to interview him. You have candidates now that were already interviewed for the coaching position that are taking their names out the hat. So there's a lot going down in NRG, down Kirby. But like I said, it starts off to being a man of your word and lying. You do not lie to a grown man into his face and say, hey, you're going to be a part of this new regime that we're going to do. We want to have your input on it, and then never ask the man. They already knew who they were going to hire. Like I said, Jack Easterby was already trying to lure Caserio in for the last few years. They got in trouble for tampering the last few years ago, but it happened twice. And now he's finally a free agent, so they took advantage. Like I said, there were a lot of candidates for that GM position. Now, look, if they already had in mind who they're going to have, that's obvious. I'm stating the obvious, but they should have still had Deshaun Watson's input. Now, I feel like Deshaun Watson probably would have said no, because we're not the Patriots. But the Texans have this mindset that they want to mold themselves after the Patriots so much. Okay, you got your man. Let Caserio do his thing. You don't necessarily need Jack Easterby. Him around alone doesn't make sense to me, since they said that he's not going to be a part of any decision makings for the team. So I necessarily don't even know what that means. So he's going to get paid for 5 years. You have to fire the man. He'll be on a 5-year contract, so he'll get fired, and he'll still be getting paid for 4 more years. That goes with Bill O'Brien, that goes with Kubiak, and I think that goes with another coach. There's so many coaches, and people were a part of the management that are still getting paid by the Texans. So Jack Easterby would just be another guy who dibbled and dabbled and did whatever he did and gets fired and goes home just like Bill O'Brien and counts his money. The checks are going to keep coming in. So, I don't think the man's going to lose sleep. He's such a godly man. That's his go-to move when something bad is happening. So as of right now, this man is probably thriving at home. He's probably thriving in the fact that he loves these situations, because, like I said, he runs to God for God to answer his questions. Look, I understand faith is very important, and I'm not going to knock the man. But faith in football and football decisions, I understand, don't get your religion and your job, so involved with each other. That's just not the smartest thing to do. It's like mixing politics and your job together. So, not everybody wants to hear about politics. Not everybody wants to hear about religion. And this man, his go-to move is just manipulating, cutting throats. So I consider him a two-face. You're speaking about the Bible verses and this, that, but you're cutting dudes' throats. That's just not the way to do it. And then you lie to Deshaun Watson. I don't necessarily know if that was Jack Easterby or if that was McNair, but obviously Deshaun Watson, wants to be traded from the team. And I don't blame him. I wouldn't even come to camp if I was him. I wouldn't even, entertain the fact that I wouldn't even join preseason with this team. They gotta fire Jack Easterby. They gotta clean house. They gotta hire the right coach. As of right now, I don't think they're going to get the coach if they really want it, and that was the coach, the defensive coordinator for the Colts. I don't see them getting him. He already took his name out the hat. I see them getting a coach, not necessarily a fan favorite, and they're going to probably get a lot of flack about it, but that coach is going to really have to prove himself. It might be a Marvin Lewis. I don't necessarily know, but he was one of the candidates that they did interview. He is a great guy, but he's not going to necessarily put you over the top. I think he would do well with Watson, but he's not the answer. I think the answer is that you trade Deshaun Watson for his sake. I mean, this organization is a shit show. I mean, goddamn. Like I said, like, subscribe. I just wanted to give you a small update because this press conference is about to start soon. I can, make another video and it'll be faster because I could operate it through my phone. I figured out an app last night that will allow me to go live from my phone, to make videos from my phone. That's so much faster because these videos take a long time to update, and I could make a video now and you could get it 2 hours later. So the press conference will be over already. But this app on my phone, because I don't have 1,000 subscribers, so I don't necessarily know if y'all knew you need 1,000 subscribers to go live or do a lot of things on your phone on YouTube. But I went through an app and I successfully manipulated the system to operate this technology. But yeah, like I said, like, subscribe, comment if y'all think Deshaun Watson's gonna stay or not. All right.